While the world was obsessed with Tesla's lightning-fast innovation and BYD's unstoppable rise, something extraordinary was happening in silence. No flashy headlines, no social media hype, just quiet, relentless precision. Because while everyone else was racing, Toyota was building. Hidden deep in the heart of America stands a place where time itself feels mechanical, where every 60 seconds, a brand new car rolls off the assembly line. Not in theory, in reality. A car every single minute. And this isn't some futuristic startup or billion-dollar experiment. It's Toyota's motor manufacturing plant in Kentucky, the largest Toyota factory in the entire world. To the outside world, it looks like just another industrial complex. Metal, noise, machines. But inside, it's something entirely different. Inside, 8,000 humans and thousands of robots work in harmony, producing more than 2,000 vehicles a day. Every movement, every sound, every spark is perfectly timed, like a symphony of steel and electricity. But here's the twist most people miss. This factory isn't just making cars. It's rewriting the rulebook of the auto industry. Because what's being built here isn't just the next Toyota Camry, RAV4 Hybrid, or Lexus ES. It's the foundation of an entirely new era. A silent revolution, powered not by noise, but by discipline, precision, and one bold vision. To quietly build the technology that could dethrone Tesla, outlast BYD, and redefine what the future of mobility looks like. So today, we're taking you deep inside the walls of this massive operation to uncover how Toyota's secret American factory is producing more than just cars. It's producing the future. But to understand how this all began, we need to travel back to the place where Toyota's American dream first came to life and discover the heartbeat of its empire. Hidden in the quiet town of Georgetown, Kentucky, lies a city within a city, a living machine that never sleeps. This is Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Kentucky, or TMMK, the largest Toyota plant on Earth. To the locals, it's a landmark. To Toyota, it's the heartbeat of their entire American dream. When Toyota first decided to set up shop in the United States back in 1988, nobody imagined what it would become. At first, it was small, just a few hundred workers, one model, and a single goal: prove that Japanese precision could thrive on American soil. But decades later, that humble idea evolved into something colossal: a 130-acre manufacturing empire producing millions of vehicles every year. Here, time doesn't flow. It moves to the rhythm of machines. Every minute, another Camry, RAV4 Hybrid, or Lexus ES comes to life. Every second, somewhere inside, steel is being molded, welded, painted, or perfected. Over 8,000 employees and thousands of advanced robots work in perfect harmony, creating one of the most efficient production systems ever built by humankind. But this factory isn't just a workplace, it's a self-contained ecosystem. It has its own power plant, water system, training centers, even a medical facility. Everything Toyota needs to keep the heartbeat steady, all in one place. Walk through its gates, and you can feel it: the hum of precision, the pulse of purpose. What makes this place extraordinary isn't just the scale, but the philosophy behind it. Toyota didn't build this factory just to make cars. They built it to test and perfect their legendary lean manufacturing system, a philosophy that values quality over speed and people over machines. Here, even a single misaligned bolt can stop the entire line, because Toyota believes every flaw, no matter how small, deserves immediate attention. Inside these walls, every worker isn't just an employee, they're a guardian of perfection. Each person is empowered to pull the andon cord, a bright yellow line that stops production the instant something feels wrong. Why? Because to Toyota, precision isn't negotiable. Their motto is simple: if you see a mistake, stop the line. This mindset, this obsession with getting it right, is why Toyota became the most trusted carmaker on Earth. Each machine, each process, and each human hand contributes to a symphony of precision that ends with one result: a flawless car every 60 seconds. When you see a Toyota Camry cruising down the highway, remember, its heart started beating right here in Kentucky. A factory that doesn't just make cars, it forges trust, discipline, and legacy, 1 minute at a time. But the question remains, how does Toyota keep this unstoppable rhythm alive while the world shifts toward electric power? The answer lies deep within their next great transformation, one that could redefine the future of mobility itself. Imagine this. You walk into a factory so massive, it feels endless, a world of steel, sparks, and motion. Everywhere you look, robotic arms glide like synchronized dancers. Conveyor belts hum in perfect rhythm, and humans move with the precision of a heartbeat. Then, someone tells you, every 60 seconds, a brand new car rolls off the line. That's not exaggeration. That's Toyota's reality. Inside Toyota's Georgetown plant, time isn't measured in hours or days. It's measured in cars per minute. Every 60 seconds, another Camry, Avalon, or Lexus ES comes to life, each built with the kind of detail that most companies couldn't dream of maintaining at that speed. It's not just production, it's choreography. How does Toyota do it? It all comes down to the Toyota Production System, a revolutionary method that changed manufacturing forever. Instead of focusing on speed alone, Toyota built a process around rhythm, precision, and continuous improvement, or as they call it, Kaizen. Nothing is rushed, nothing is wasted. Every step has purpose. Every motion matters. Each part of the assembly line is perfectly timed, from stamping massive steel sheets into shape to welding, painting, and fitting the smallest components. Each process flows seamlessly into the next. And here's the secret. It's not about working faster, it's about working smarter. Every car that leaves that line carries with it thousands of small decisions. Every adjustment, every inspection, every human touch. A worker spots a potential flaw? They pull the andon cord, halting the entire line instantly. Most companies would see that as a delay. Toyota sees it as protection, a safeguard for quality and reputation. Because for Toyota, perfection isn't optional, it's engineered. To the untrained eye, this might just look like another factory, but inside, it's something more profound. It's a living, breathing system that combines the precision of machines with the intuition of human hands. A symphony of reliability that never misses a beat. This is the miracle that made Toyota unstoppable. A car every minute, not just fast, but flawlessly consistent. Each one a symbol of discipline, focus, and decades of refinement. And while competitors scramble to copy this perfection, Toyota keeps evolving it, pushing it further, making it leaner, smarter, and greener. Because they know something others don't. Speed means nothing without trust. And trust is something Toyota has been building, 1 minute at a time. But this incredible rhythm didn't happen by accident. It was the result of decades of innovation and a philosophy that turned mistakes into miracles. And to understand how Toyota keeps this pace without breaking down, we need to look at the system that made it all possible. Step inside Toyota's next-generation factory, and you'll see something mesmerizing. Not chaos, not noise, but harmony. Rows of robotic arms glide through the air like they've been rehearsing for years. Sparks fly, steel hums, and yet there's calm. In the middle of this mechanical ballet stand Toyota's people. Calm, focused, and deeply connected to the machines surrounding them. Because at Toyota, robots don't replace humans, they amplify them. Every machine here has one purpose: to make humans better at what they already do best. Robots handle the heavy lifting, the welding, the precision laser work that demands superhuman steadiness. But the heart of the process, the judgment calls, the final inspections, the craftsmanship, still belong to human hands. It's a partnership decades in the making. Back in the early 1980s, when automation began sweeping through factories, Toyota didn't rush to replace workers like everyone else. Instead, they asked a bold question: what if machines could learn from humans? So they began building robots, trained not just to repeat actions, but to replicate master craftsmanship. In Toyota's workshops, veteran technicians, known as Takumi, still teach machines by hand, guiding their movements, showing them what perfection feels like. Every weld, every curve, every motion a lesson in precision and care. And the result? A system where man and machine don't compete. They co-create. You can see it in the way Toyota builds their engines. Robots assemble the core components with microscopic precision. But the final tuning, the subtle adjustments that make the ride feel alive, comes from human expertise. Every click, every torque, every test, shaped by intuition that no algorithm can match. And yet, Toyota's robots are learning faster than ever. Thanks to AI and data analytics, they now predict maintenance issues, optimize assembly flow, and even self-correct in real time. Still, Toyota keeps one rule sacred: machines can't improve machines, only people can. That belief is why Toyota's factories never feel cold or lifeless. They breathe, they evolve, they reflect the people who run them. When you watch this perfect partnership in motion, it's not just efficiency, it's elegance. It's a reminder that the future of manufacturing isn't about replacing humanity. It's about empowering it. But what's even more fascinating is how this philosophy, this blend of precision and soul, drives Toyota to levels of reliability other automakers can only dream of. Because when you mix human mastery with robotic perfection, you get something unstoppable. Long before EV became the world's favorite buzzword, Toyota was already rewriting the rules of driving. Back in the late 1990s, when the world laughed at the idea of a car powered by both gas and electricity, Toyota quietly rolled out something that would change everything: the Prius. At the time, it looked strange, too quiet, too different. But inside, it carried the DNA of the future. A hybrid system that blended two power sources in perfect sync. And while other automakers dismissed it as a gimmick, Toyota was already a decade ahead of the curve. That's the thing about Toyota. They don't chase trends. They build them. The hybrid synergy drive became the heartbeat of a new generation. It wasn't just about saving fuel. It was about redefining performance. A gasoline engine working hand in hand with an electric motor, each compensating for the other's weaknesses. Where one lacked torque, the other delivered instant power. Where one wasted energy, the other recycled it. Together, they created something elegant, efficient, and astonishingly reliable. And the world noticed. The Prius became more than a car. It became a statement. Celebrities drove it. Scientists praised it. Critics tried to copy it. But no one could replicate Toyota's secret, the balance. Because behind every hybrid, there was the same philosophy guiding it. Kaizen, the relentless pursuit of improvement. Toyota engineers didn't just create a new powertrain, they perfected it. Every year, the system evolved. Lighter batteries, smarter control units, faster transitions. And while competitors burned billions trying to catch up, Toyota just kept refining, quietly building a fleet of hybrids that could outlast, outdrive, and outperform almost anything else on the road. By the time the rest of the industry finally turned to electrification, Toyota was already 2 decades deep into real-world experience. They had data, reliability, and global trust, 3 things no startup could buy. And even now, in the age of full EVs, Toyota isn't backing down. They're expanding hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and fuel cell tech, giving drivers choice while keeping sustainability practical and accessible. Because Toyota never believed the future would belong to just one technology. They believe it belongs to innovation in motion, a constant evolution, not a single revolution. That's the genius of Toyota's hybrid mastery. They didn't wait for the world to change. They quietly built the bridge that connected what driving was to what it could become. But while Toyota's hybrid dominance shaped the past 2 decades, their next move might be even more groundbreaking. Because what they're working on now could finally make the electric dream truly unstoppable. While the world raced ahead, Tesla chasing speed, and BYD mastering scale, Toyota was silent. Too silent. Many thought it had fallen behind in the EV race. But inside its R&D centers in Japan and America, something extraordinary was taking shape. A breakthrough that could rewrite the entire electric future. It's called the solid-state battery. And it might just be Toyota's ace card. For decades, electric cars have been limited by one thing: the battery. They charge slowly, degrade quickly, and can catch fire under stress. Lithium-ion batteries brought progress, yes, but also problems: weight, cost, and safety. Toyota's engineers saw this as the ultimate challenge. Their answer? Replace the liquid inside with a solid material. Smaller, lighter, safer, and infinitely faster. Imagine this: a car that charges fully in just 10 minutes, drives 800 kilometers on a single charge, and doesn't overheat even under extreme pressure. That's not science fiction. That's what Toyota's prototypes have already achieved behind closed doors. But true to Toyota's philosophy, they didn't rush to market. They refined. Every test, every sample, every microscopic layer of ceramic electrolyte was perfected to survive real-world stress. Where others rushed for headlines, Toyota built for longevity. Industry insiders say that by 2027, Toyota's solid-state batteries will enter production, not in concept cars, but in real, affordable vehicles. And that's when everything changes. These batteries don't just transform how cars drive. They redefine how cars are made. Smaller battery packs mean lighter vehicles. Faster charging means smaller charging networks. Longer range means no more range anxiety. And greater durability means less waste and more sustainability. Toyota calls this their battery renaissance, a revolution in silence, because they believe the future of mobility isn't about shouting the loudest, it's about lasting the longest. Every other automaker is betting billions on lithium-ion. Toyota? They're quietly building something that could make that technology obsolete overnight. And when these batteries hit the road, it won't just change Toyota's lineup. It will change the balance of power in the entire EV world. Because while others were racing for today, Toyota was designing for forever. But this revolution isn't happening in isolation. To understand Toyota's true strength, we need to see how its massive global network and its factories like Kentucky are preparing to scale this innovation to every corner of the planet. While other automakers raced to dominate headlines, Toyota focused on something far more powerful: the foundation. A system so vast and efficient that it could outlast any market crash, chip shortage, or global disruption. This is Toyota's smart empire. Today, Toyota's reach spans every continent. Factories in Japan, America, Europe, Asia, and Africa all operate with one mission: build cars for the world, but also in the world. This is called localization. And it's Toyota's secret weapon in plain sight. Take the US, for example. The Kentucky plant doesn't just produce cars for Americans. It designs them for American roads, climates, and lifestyles. In Europe, Toyota's factories in France, Turkey, and the UK tailor vehicles to local regulations and tastes. Smaller, more efficient, and perfect for tight city streets. In Asia, Toyota collaborates with brands like Suzuki and Daihatsu, creating affordable hybrids that bring clean mobility to millions. Each region operates like an independent ecosystem, but all are connected through Toyota's just-in-time and Kaizen principles. That means every factory learns, adapts, and improves continuously. No wasted motion, no wasted resources, no wasted time. This system proved its worth during the global pandemic. While giants like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen faced months-long shutdowns, Toyota kept its lines moving. How? Because they'd built local supply chains decades before others even realized their importance. If one region slowed down, another picked up the slack. It wasn't luck, it was design. And now, in the electric era, that same strategy is Toyota's greatest advantage. While others scrambled to source batteries from China, Toyota is building its own battery plants in America, Japan, and Europe. Their upcoming North Carolina battery factory will produce enough power units to electrify hundreds of thousands of vehicles each year, all without relying on external suppliers. This is Toyota's multi-pathway strategy, not a one-size-fits-all EV dream, but a diversified approach. In regions where charging infrastructure is weak, Toyota focuses on hybrids. In advanced markets like Japan and the US, it develops solid-state EVs and hydrogen fuel cells. And in developing nations, it offers low-cost hybrid models to make clean energy accessible to everyone. While Tesla bets everything on a single path, Toyota quietly builds multiple roads to the same future. It's not the flashiest move, but it's the most stable. This is why Toyota remains the world's most profitable and most trusted automaker. It doesn't chase hype, It builds history. Every decision, every innovation, and every plant is part of a master plan. A plan not just to sell cars, but to shape the future of mobility itself. And that's the real reason Toyota's story matters. Because behind every Camry, every RAV4, and every Lexus, there's not just engineering. There's strategy, patience, and vision. In the end, Toyota's revolution isn't loud or flashy. It's quiet, calculated, and unstoppable. And when the dust settles, it might not just be the fastest or most futuristic company that wins, but the one that planned the smartest. For years, Tesla and BYD have owned the spotlight. Fast, futuristic, and fearless. But while the world watched them race ahead, Toyota never stopped moving. It just moved quietly. And now, that silence is breaking. From its massive factories in America to its labs in Japan, Toyota has been rebuilding its empire, one innovation at a time. Its hybrid dominance, its solid-state battery breakthroughs, and its global network of self-sustaining factories have created something no other company can match. A future that's fast, clean, and built to last. Toyota's comeback isn't about hype. It's about mastery. It's about decades of experience reimagined for a new era. While others are sprinting to the future, Toyota is building the road to it. Brick by brick, battery by battery, car by car. The world once saw Toyota as the king of gasoline, but now it's rising as the architect of the EV revolution, a revolution grounded in balance, intelligence, and patience. As we stand on the edge of this new dawn, one thing is clear. The same company that gave the world the Corolla and the Prius is now preparing to give it the next generation of mobility. And when Toyota finally unveils its solid-state EVs, the game might not just change. It could be rewritten entirely. This is the dawn of Toyota's comeback. The quiet storm that's been building for years is about to shake the entire EV world. So, if you've made it this far, you already know what's coming. The future isn't just electric, it's Toyota electric. And trust me, you'll want to be here when that future arrives. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and stay tuned, because the next chapter in Toyota's revolution is going to shock everyone.